Goji Center, a guy who's one of my most favorite YouTubers and a guy who will always help me know and decide which of one of these two guys would win in a fight. Now right here we got T-Rex versus Giganotosaurus. Now this guy is gonna tell me who really should have won in Jurassic World Dominion between the T-Rex and the Giganotosaurus. Let's get into this.
The Tyrannosaurus Rex is known as the most powerful predatory dinosaur ever discovered in the North American mainland.
It is.
But could the most recent addition to Jurassic World finally put an end to the T-Rex?
No.
We will be discussing
Well, it did,
5
but
battle
no.
attributes from these two massive dinosaurs
Look
and
at
predict who would win in a battle to the death. So stay with us to the end as we uncover the truth behind a fight between the most deadly dinosaurs in history. Before we begin this battle analysis, let's first quickly address the new exciting information about who exactly is this new dinosaur. In a recent interview held in New Zealand, Sam Neill suggested that Giganotosaurus was going to be the brand new addition to the Jurassic World franchise. But how does this new added dinosaur compare to the T-Rex? Let the battle analysis begin.
Well, a lot.
Corporal Bill,
The
both the
Giganotosaurus.
Tyrannosaur and
Okay, the Giganotosaurus in Jurassic World Dominion, that was not an accurate one. So this is an accurate Giganotosaurus versus T-Rex. So here we're gonna see.
Giganotosaurus bring massive body proportions to the arena. Recent discoveries have found that the Tyrannosaurus could have measured anywhere from 40 to 42 feet in length
What? That
and
is
weighed
so
up to
big.
10 tons. By taking a close look at its skeletal structure and analyzing its possible muscular arrangements, we can safely assume that the T-Rex was a bulky dinosaur. And an incredibly strong one, too. Being this strong and bulky, however, would have caused attrition in other factors such as speed or maneuverability.
True.
The largest Giganotosaurus specimens ever found were estimated to measure anywhere between 39 to 43 feet in length and weighing up to 13 tons. If we compare its skeletal structure to the T-Rex, we see that the Giganotosaurus possesses a much more slender and therefore more agile build. Being this agile, however, means that it lacked the necessary muscular density to be as strong as his opponent. Having almost polarized corporal attributes, we're now looking at two completely different fighting styles. Now the next question is, could the Giganotosaurus be smarter than the T-Rex?
Never.
Cognition. Exactly how smart was the T-Rex? An in-depth study held by Dr. Larry Whitmer from the University of Ohio suggested that the Tyrannosaurus Rex was one of the most intelligent dinosaurs of all time. This was due to their enlarged cerebrum, which was in charge of functions like coordination, senses, judgment, reasoning, and learning. Let's bring in a Giganotosaurus skull and run a scan of both of their brains. While its skull is larger than its opponent, we see that its brain cavity was slightly smaller than the T-Rex's, meaning that the brain-to-body ratio favors the T-Rex. Note, however, that both dinosaurs have an enlarged cerebrum. Both of these dinosaurs could coordinate attacks while identifying the weak points in its opponents. The difference here is that one dinosaur may be able to identify and exploit them more effectively and faster.
T-Rex
is processing information faster than your opponent better than actual running speed? Locomotion.
Okay, locomotion has to go.
A dinosaur cannot be a complete super predator, able to effectively move from point A to point B in the fastest way possible. Studies that analyze the Giganotosaurus suggest that its streamlined build allowed it to run to speeds of up to 31 miles per hour. To put this into perspective, a Giganotosaurus would be able to catch up to the 20-time gold medal winner Usain Bolt while running at top speed. That is, without taking fatigue into account. While being a more bulky creature, the T-Rex was nowhere near as fast as the Giganotosaurus. Recent studies observing the T-Rex's skeleton suggest that it spent more time walking than it did jogging or running, mostly because it really couldn't run at all, as the Jurassic Park film suggests. The safe speed of a T-Rex was not more than 17 miles per hour. Running any faster than this
but since they were bigger, they could carry more distance, so they would still be able to catch up to you.
Not good in combat. So, for the fast runners out there, the good news is that you technically can outrun a T-Rex. But does a dinosaur really need to be fast to inflict serious damage to its opponent? Bite effectiveness. Time to discuss the bloody
T-Rex.
damage that these dinosaurs can
Bite Force
inflict.
has to go to T-Rex.
By observing both of these
I know my
dinosaurs' teeth
dinosaurs.
side
I'm a
by
dino
side,
nerd.
we see that we are looking at two distinct biting techniques.
Dang.
The massive T-Rex tooth tells us that these were made to crunch through flesh and bone. The serrations on the side of the tooth aid in the cutting, while the girth aided in providing enough power to crunch through an opponent. On the other hand, we have the Giganotosaurus's flatter tooth, which is shaped like a knife. The serrated edges on its teeth were perfect to cut slices of flesh from prey. Rather than inflicting one large bite, it would rather slice chunks from its prey, allowing it to eventually bleed out.
Dang.
Now let's talk about bite force.
That's brutal.
It's estimated by looking at the jaw structure of this skull that the T-Rex could clamp down on its prey with a staggering 12,000 pounds of force per square inch.
Dang.
How does the
That
Giganotosaurus
massive.
compare to this? Because its skull was more narrow-shaped than its adversary, it did not
That's a
inflict a bite as
massive,
strong
very
as the
weird
Rex.
skull. I
Estimates
was about to
give
say
this
massive
dinosaur
skull,
a
it's
bite
only long.
force of up to 8,000 pounds of force per square inch.
Aw, nowhere
To put
is
these two
near.
biting techniques into perspective, getting bit by a T-Rex would be similar to getting ripped by large metal pincers.
Oh!
Whereas getting bit by a Giganotosaurus would be similar to getting sliced one bit at a time while suffering severe blood loss. Auxiliary weaponry.
Yeah, I'm glad both of them are dead,
Most
but I was
super
still prefer the
predators
T-Rex.
were not armed with just a mouthful of teeth. Giganotosaurus was armed with hands equipped with 3 sharp claws.
But it was
Although they
so
were not as
small.
large as other predators, such as the Allosaurus, they could still inflict some additional damage to an opponent. While being more agile than the T-Rex, it is possible that the Giganotosaurus could have also used his massive foot claws as a weapon, given the larger range of motion of its legs due to its
that I know.
agile build. In a battle, the Tyrannosaurus would have only relied on its massive jaws to inflict any sort of damage to an
His
opponent.
jaws is the most powerful
Its
thing
smaller
in the world.
arms would not have had enough range to cause significant damage to an opponent, rendering them almost useless in combat. A fall in the middle of a fight for a T-Rex would almost be considered fatal.
Dang.
It is time to reveal which of these
Okay, I
two
know that.
super predators is more likely to win in
Come
a
on,
1v1
Goji Center.
fight.
It has to be the T-Rex.
Tyrannosaurus brings the most powerful bite of any land animal
Yep.
in history,
Told ya.
crunching with a frightening 12,000 pounds of force.
Come on.
In addition to a destructive bite, T-Rex brings with him a larger brain that is capable of processing a higher cognitive load.
Exactly.
The Giganotosaurus is a rare, agile heavyweight that relies on its razor-sharp assets and overwhelming speed and agility.
Okay, well,
Its wider range of
that's
motion
more than
gives it a
T-Rex.
variety of
Don't
attacks
you
that
dare
could
tell me
give it an
T-Rex
edge in
is gonna
combat.
lose.
By analyzing our results, we see that the Tyrannosaurus Rex
Let's
is
go,
more
I
likely to
told
win
you.
in a 1v1
Dominion
battle
is
with
a
the
lie.
Giganotosaurus. This result is mostly based on the fact that a T-Rex's bite
I still
is
love
simply
Jurassic
too
World.
lethal during
My favorite
and
franchise,
after
by
it's
the way.
inflicted. Assuming that the
Except
Giganotosaurus
the last
escapes,
movie. Not
it
really
would
so
still
good.
most likely die of infection. Once the Rex lands a well-placed bite, it will be game over for the Giganotosaurus.
Exactly.
Note that this result is highly circumstantial. If for whatever reason the Rex is ambushed, Giganotosaurus's heavy weight and speed would have given it enough momentum to knock down the T-Rex, giving it enough time to inflict a lethal wound. Do you think that Jurassic World's Giganotosaurus will be much bigger than it was in real life?
Actually,
How
it was.
accurate or inaccurate do you think this dinosaur will be
It
in
was
the
very
next film?
inaccurate.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
But in real
For more
life,
fun
we
information
clearly
on
see.
dinosaurs and your favorite kaiju, make sure you like.
Favorite dinosaur, T-Rex. Favorite dinosaur in movies, Rexy. Favorite kaiju, King Kong. I'm a Kong boy, guys. Don't hate me for that. But yeah, you saw the real life and accurate T-Rex versus Giganotosaurus. The T-Rex wins, man. See, I'm so happy that Goji Center at least agrees with me. Okay, guys, thank you again. Thank you once again for reacting with me. Thank you again for watching with me. And now you know. And if there's any of you guys who disagree, like my best friend who is watching this video, I bet you he's watching this video. Now, anyways, forget about him, man. We just saw proof. If you ain't ever, please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you haven't, like, peace.